Okay, if you really want to get strong and you're like, how do I do this? These are the 7 moves that you need to get in your brain and get into your body to get strong and then to stay strong. Yeah, you don't store fitness like you store fat. You have to keep doing it. And here everybody wants to go, oh, do I have to do it again today? Well, did you brush your teeth yesterday? Are you going to brush them today? You get my idea. Okay. We're going to start off and we're going to warm up a little bit. These 7 moves that I'm going to go over, I'm going to use various heights to put weights on for reasons. I have my chair, and the very first one that I'm going to do is the sit to stand. Yes, that is the central, most functional thing you can do. If you can't do anything else, get good at sitting and standing. It's amazing to me how many people do not stand properly. And then when they do stand, they lose their balance and all this. Yes, they've lost their muscle strength. Anyway, the very first one, and I'm going to wrap some warm-up moves into this first set. So the first set is going to be with body weight, and it's a sit to stand, correct? And some of you saw me put this pad, this balance pad, this is 2 inches on my chair, okay? Why? Because I'm warming up in the process of going over these very important 7 moves that you got to do or that you need to have in your fitness repertoire to get strong. Sit, and when I sit to start with, I put my hands here. My hands are in a V, and I'm going to go here, but I'm not just going to plop down. I'm going to help myself down, hold, and then roll into the sit. And then I'm going to sit right on the edge, and I'm going to open back. So this is the move to get you warmed up. So the first move that I'm covering that is proven to help move people into existing in a stronger way is the sit to stand. And then I'm going to open up, and then I'm going to turn. See that? Just a little bit. I'm not going to turn a lot because I'm going to get some movement in my hips. See, I'm just going to drop my knee and turn, and I'm going to look over here. So I'll just turn, look, and then I'll turn. I'll do it a couple of times. But I'm doing the first move in the quest to become stronger. My feet are wide. My hands are right here in a V. And now I'm going to stand. So I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to come pretty deep. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. Excuse me. I start talking and I got frogs in my throat. So here I am. I'm going to keep my heels down. I'm going to shine my taillights, okay? Take a breath, and I'm going to come up. 1, 2, turn my hands out, push my hips forward with a knee softened. So this is a added benefit, a little movement benefit of this first move. Then I'm going to point my thumbs backward with my shoulders down. See that? Drop my chin, breath through my nose, then pull back out of it, come down, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Take a breath. I'm going to turn, reach. I'm going to turn, reach. I'm going to come back up. Breath. Bend my knees a little, like soften them. Push my hips forward with my shoulders down. Drop my chin, breath. Then unwrap that. Push my hips back, come down, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and you sit. I'm going to do 2 more with the pad here. Here we go. Breath. Put my feet down. I'm wide with my legs. When you go to stand up, don't let your knees fall in, okay? Take a breath. Again, 1, 2. Then you come down on a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 2 repetitions, as you noticed, I did a little extra move, okay? Just to keep mobility kind of worked into this first set. Then I'm going to come back up, take a breath, and I'm going to come back up. I'm going to bring my hands just to above my head. I'm going to keep my chin tucked, and I'm going to have my hands just like this, and I'm going to let my hands assist the reaching. Then I come back down. I do a hip hinge, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and then come back down. I'm going to do a couple more. Here we go. Breath, 1, 2, hands together. We're going to come up, up, up. I'm just going to reach as far as I can. This is when you start to squeeze your gluteal. And you're thinking, how do I do that? Act like you're trying to hang on to a quarter that is right here where the sun don't shine. Squeeze, breath, then hip hinge, come down, and come into a sit down. Keep your chin tucked. Breath, here we go. 1, 2, hands together, and reach up. Take a big deep breath, squeeze the quarter, breath, breath, breath. Now drop your shoulders, come down, come down, come down, come down. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it and come down. Okay? Take a big breath. Now take the pillow out of there. Right there. Take the pillow out. Take and put it right here in front because we're going to use it to step with. Now we are going to drop 2 inches more. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. So every time I stop and I say drop your shoulders, drop your chin, breathe through your nose, brace in your tummy, all I'm doing is cueing you to have a neutral postural set. Because that will make every move that you do better. We're still on the first big move, which is a sit to stand progression. And I'm going to come back up. 1, 2. I'm going to put my hands together. I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to squeeze the quarter and soften my knees. Then I'm going to take those hands up as far as I can. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Now let your shoulders come up. Way up, like you're getting pulled all the way up. Then you drop, and you drop, and you drop. Now you come down to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to remember this little technique all day. Because my guess is you are going to be sitting down a couple of times today and standing up. Especially if you drink enough water, if you get what I'm pointing at here. Yeah, use those sit down times to help your leg strength. Okay, here we go. Breath, feet on the floor. See, I'm still wide with my legs. I'll drop my shoulders. Press, and I'm up. Squeeze the quarter. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Breath through the nose. Okay, really reach. Stay tight. Then come back down, come back down, come back down. Come 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you haven't drifted. And then sit down. So I've taught many years and I've seen almost everything as far as things that can happen during these kinds of moves that you think are very safe. Sometimes when you get down to this level, people don't realize it and they've drifted away from their chair. Yeah, and then they sit down on the floor. So keep that in your mind. We're going to do 2 more. Are you ready? Then we're going to go to the second the second move in these seven moves that are specifically strength building moves. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Right here, squeeze. Hands together. Way up. All the way up. All the way up. Squeeze. Now let the shoulders come up. Now bring the shoulders down. Now come down. Now come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a breath. Make sure you haven't drifted. And then sit. See that? Now I'm going to come up. Take a breath. And I'm going to go to the second move. People call this a Bulgarian split squat. I call it a backward stepping lunge. Whichever one you want to know it by, that's fine with me. I'm going to put that forward. I'm going to come up. 1, 2. I'm going to come together. I'm going to tighten, drop my shoulders, and I'm going to step forward. When I step forward, I'm going to put my foot on this very squishy surface. If that gives you a little cautious feeling, then you may want to not use the little pad to step on. I'm using it as an extra challenge. But I always want you to be safe. So I have my little bar. You can do it by a wall, a counter, a chair. But I'm going to step forward. And when you step forward, the first thing, if I walked into your room right now, the first thing I would look at is how did you step back? And a lot of times you step back and you turn your foot out, kind of like a duck. Well, I don't want you to turn it out. I want you to keep it straight. And if you're a little wonky, get your bar. Now, don't rely hard on it, but keep balanced, okay? Then, all I'm going to do, I'm going to do a split squat. So I'm going to come down as if I was squatting with one leg. Now, some of you might say, well, you know, this is not too bad, but here's the deal. If you, for instance, put your back leg up on a chair, or let's say you put your back leg up on a low stool, and then you did that squat, do you see what I mean in progression? I'm not going to have you do that because I'm not right there to steady you, and I don't want anybody having a little mishap and overstepping. So you step forward, you come down just like a backward stepping lunge. I've done these many times with you guys. Do you see how you come down to where you're really down as far as you can go, and then you press up? See that? Then you can come back up, or you can just stay right there, okay? But here's the deal. When I go down on this split squat, some people call it the Bulgarian split squat. I don't know, you know, maybe they discovered this. I don't know. This is just a pattern of human movement that we forgot to do. I know, we just have forgotten because we don't have to do it. But you see this stance that I'm in right now? And I'm holding you here for a reason. Yeah, when I start to go down like this, my rib cage is up, my chin is tucked, I'm breathing through my nose, and I want to get my front leg down so that I'm almost at a 90 degrees from my knee. Then I push straight up. See that? Then I go back down, and then I pull back up. So steady yourself on a wall, a counter, a chair, a pole, and you're doing a split one-legged squat is basically what you're doing. Now, I'm giving you a modification right now in that I'm letting you keep your leg in the back on the floor, okay? mostly when you do this the way it's originally supposed to be, without modification, is your back leg would be up on a higher platform. Yeah. Take a breath, come back up, and I'm holding you in these positions for a reason. Your joints have to really work. Your legs, especially deep into your hip, has to really work. Just to stand like this, say rib cage up, come down, 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 go down as far as you feel you can, then come back up. When you're thinking, I'm getting really tired right in my rear end there, then you step off, take a big deep breath. You can turn your leg out just for a little rest. Turn your leg out, come back. Now I'm going to switch legs. So now I'm going to go step forward with the other leg. Okay? When you start to go down on this one, you don't really take your knee out really far. It's going to go out a little bit. But as you go down, you're going to bend that back knee, because typically I would have it up on a chair, but I'm not doing that because I'm doing a progression. This is where I'm starting, okay? Take a breath, and I'm going to come down, breath, so that the front leg gets almost to a 90 degrees, then you come back up, put that toe down. Bend the knee, you're coming down, 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 come back up. Bend that knee, take a breath in the back. The front knee will bend. You know, it's got to. You bend the back knee, and you're going to be centering yourself over that front leg, or the leg that's up on that pad or on the floor, the front leg. And then I want you to push up with that front leg. Breath, all the way up. Breath, all the way up. Breath, all the way up. I'm going to turn on my fan. Go down, all the way up. Take a breath. Down, all the way up. And then where you're feeling like, ooh, I'm getting a little burn in my leg in funny places. Yes, that's what I want. That is what I want. Big breath. I'm just rotating, rotating, rotating. Let me make a correction. We did the one leg squat, which is, I got my terms mixed up, sorry. First one, squat, which is a sit to stand, basically. Second one, not the Bulgarian split. We're going to do that right now. It was a one leg squat, okay? Which is, yes, the Bulgarian split squat. This one, right here. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and go back over it so you get it in your head. Yeah, that's the split squat. Sorry. I'm just trying to show you how to do the Bulgarian split squat. And you can go way down and make it super hard. Then you can add weight. It's all up to you. But that step back lunge, I've always called it the step back lunge is what I've called it. I'm giving you terms that you may hear trainers or whatever use, because it's typically, that's what they're referring to, okay? Okay, first set we just did on one leg, then the other leg. Now, the third move that we're going to go to is the deadlift, which I have done with you guys before. Now, I'm going to start with, and you may think, wow, she's really going like, yeah, because I am just now starting to do lifting. So this is going to be the deadlift. And how am I going to do it? I'm going to put my weights, this is a 3 and a 3. You could have a 6 and a 6. You could have a 9 and a 9. You get my idea, right? So you either do it at a chair and you go down just a little bit, or you pick a lower platform, okay? You could pick it up off the floor. I'm trying to modify it for you. So I'm going to take a wide stance. I'm going to push my butt back. I'm going to put the weights on that platform, and then I'm going to come back up. That's it. See? Come in close. Come down, 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 down. Your legs are pretty straight as you're coming up. Now, I don't mean for you to straighten them. I mean for you to not lock them. That's what I'm meaning. You soften them. You come down, you pull straight up. And a lot of our emphasis is in the hip and the lower back. And if you're picking a weight up that's heavy, yeah, you don't want to push it. So you stay grounded, you stay close, you don't lock your knees, you soften them, but you don't bend them. That's the thing. You don't bend it a lot. You come down, then you come back up. You keep your shoulders down. Now I'm going to add and come back up, and then I'm going to curl, and then I'm going to curl back, and I'm going to come down. And as I come down, my legs are not locked at the knee. They're soft, but they're not bent. That's the point, because you're trying to affect your gluteals and your big back muscles. And if you do it progressively, you start with a light weight, you soften your knees a little, you come all the way up. See, that's the distinguishing thing. You're coming down, you're picking what weight you want to. When you're right here and you're all the way up with this weight, you squeeze your gluteal. Then you unlock your hips, you come down, but your legs are not really bent. They are softened. Now you squeeze. Then you come back down and you come back up. And we're going to do 3 more. Stay with me. So it's this kind of a move right here, typically will get people in big trouble with their back. Why? Because they flex their back. So you don't want to flex your back at all. You want a little hip hinge in there, but you come all the way up to a straight stance, tighten, come down, keep your chin tucked, breath, come back down, then come back up, then come down. So see, I'm not really emphasizing the shining of the taillights here, okay? I'm staying very grounded into my feet. I'm coming down. My back is very extended. Then when I come back up, I squeeze the tail, drop my shoulders, breath, and I'm right here into a full stance, okay? Then I'm going to go into more of a Romanian deadlift. So we're on 4 now. So we've done squat progressions. We've done the step back lunge step, which some people call the Bulgarian split squat. Then I'm doing a deadlift with very light weight. Now I'm going to go into Romanian deadlift. And how are they different? It has to do with what you're doing with your hip and your rib cage and shining those taillights and come back up. So this is when you do a hip hinge. And here's the difference. You don't go down that far. You only go like a curtsy. See, a curtsy would be like that, correct? So a curtsy, and then you come back up. but you keep a very, a big hip shine on your taillights. So you're going to hip hinge, and in that hip hinge, your rib cage comes up, and you shine your taillights, you keep your chin tucked, and you come right here, and then you pull. You come right here, and then you pull. So I'm being very cautious by only doing this with 3 and a 3. So my total is 6. You know, I could probably go over that, but I'm not going to right now. You can if you want to. If everything's good to go, you're just going to come right down to about chair height. And then you just come here. And then as you come up, you see your feet are right into the floor. And you're very, very, very much hinging. Hip hinge, shine your taillights, come down. And then that little half curtsy, you come up. So as you're coming up, your stomach is really tightening. Right there. Breath, pull. So you're not going down nearly as far as you did on the deadlift. So this has to do really, really with a lot of gluteal and lower back. Breath, mid to lower back. Breath, come back. Breath, and come back. Breath, and come back. Breath. 2 more. So it's right here. Pull, squeeze, shine your taillights. Pull, squeeze. And 1 more. Here we go. Shine your taillights. Okay. Moving on to the 1, 2, 3. That was the Romanian deadlift, or the hip hinge, where you're not going down quite as far. Now I'm going to change my weight, and I'm going to go to 6. See, I would normally be doing this with 12, but I'm going to do 6. Okay, so that I don't get yelled at. Okay, this is going to be the dumbbell row, and we've done these before. However, I'm doing it one arm at a time. So here's my chair. If you need to put your exercise pad on your chair, that's fine. You can do that. But you're going to do a split stance. And your front leg is going to be opposite the hand that you're going to row with. So if I'm going to row with this hand, my other leg is going to be right here at the chair. You got it? So I'm going to step back. I'm going to put my hand right here on the chair. And I'm going to let that arm really go down. I'm going to do a little bit of a turn. And then I'm going to come to neutral. And then I'm going to come up. See that? So I'm going to go pull. But I'm not going to pull until I've let my arm go way down. Then I'm going to come to neutral with my trunk. And then I'm going to pull. Now let me point out something here. As you're doing this, you have your hand on your chair here. The tendency is to lock your elbow. Don't do that. Drop your shoulders together. Take a breath through your nose. Your knees are bent. I'm going to go down. My elbow is soft. Then I'm going to pull to neutral. Now I'm at neutral with my shoulders. Then I pull into the row. Keep your knees soft. Really twist. Pull to neutral. Pull. Take a breath. Drop. Go all the way down. Do that little twist. Keep your elbow bent. Shoulders down. Come to neutral. Then pull. So when you're at neutral, your shoulders are level. Right now they're not level. See, they're turned. I'm vulnerable here. So now I come to neutral. Soften my arms. Then I pull and exhale. Breath. Go all the way down. Keep your elbows soft. Shoulders down. Come to neutral. Breath. Pull. come back down, come back down. Pull to neutral, and then pull. We're going to do one more. Let it go all the way down. Come to neutral, then pull. And you're in a split stance. That split stance is for a reason, and you're holding it for a while. It will really, really work at strengthening all of around your knee, your hip, your feet. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. So this time, I'm going to pull the other arm. So that means I put my leg, the opposite leg, forward. Got it? I put my hand on the platform. I'm stepping back. My knees are soft. Drop the shoulders. Okay, now you're dropping well below. You're rotating your shoulders. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked. Now come to neutral. Now pull. Come back down the same way. Here we go. Rotate. Little breaths through your nose. Here we go. You ready? Come to neutral. Soften up your knees. Pull. So if you have shoulder issues and you start doing this rowing in a split stance, give yourself a time to build up into the poundage that you're picking up. So now I'm in neutral. I want to point that out. My elbows are soft. Big breath. I'm at neutral. Then I'm going to row. I'm not going to row until I get my shoulders neutral. Now I come to neutral, and now I row. Way up. Breath. Here we go. Drop down to neutral. Your knees are soft. Very bent. Neutral. Pull. Flatten out your feet. Don't squish your toes. Here we go. Rotate. See that rotation? Now come to neutral and pull. Breath. Go all the way down as far as you feel you can. You're really rotating. Then you come back to neutral. Pull. Keep your chin tucked. Big breath through your nose. Here we go. Come to neutral. Pull. I got two more. Here we go. Go way down. Okay, come back. Neutral. Pull. Bend those knees. One more. Did I say one more? Here we go. Pull. Pull. And then come back up out of that stance. That is a very progressive thing. We're going to come back around to this. I told you I was going to go through the whole 7 moves. So right now, let me remind you. We did sit to stand or squat progression. We did a Bulgarian split squat, or I always have called it a step back lunge. It's a one-legged squat is basically what it is. Then I did the deadlift where you're going all the way down, coming up. Then we did the Romanian deadlift, higher. It has to do with your hip hinge. Then we did a dumbbell row. And now we're going to do a sit, and we're going to put a pillow. Some people call it pillow. Pillow, tomato. You see this? I'm going to put a pillow right there. Now, I may get yelled at for doing this. I may get yelled at. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm only doing 6 pounds, y'all. Tina's not on this morning, is she? Okay. I'm going to sit on my little chair. See my pillow? That is so I can set to the front of my chair. I have a 6 pound and a 6 pound. You can have 12. You can have 15 pounds. I don't care. Whatever you feel you can do. But if you've had shoulder issues and or weight restrictions such as I have had for the last 12 weeks, then you want to do 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds, not more than 6 pounds. Okay, I got 6 pounds. Now, I'm sitting at the edge of my chair. See that? See that? I'm going to hip open at the hip hinge. I'm going to open. When I open, my rib cage is up. My shoulders are resting on that pillow. Okay? Keep my chin tucked. Here's my 2 weights. I'm going to bring them right here. And then I'm going to bring them right here. And now, as I go, do you see that it's on an incline? Do you see? I don't pull it way down here, but I lift and I'm leaning into that pillow. I'm keeping my chin very tucked, but my rib cage is up. Back is very extended. And here's the deal. You may want to put 2 pillows on there. You know, put a pillow on another pillow. That's fine. Whatever it works for you. The main thing is sit forward, open at the hip backwards, but keep your rib cage up, tuck your chin. Breath, tight tummy, drop your shoulders, and push. Take a big deep breath. You come right into the chest. Push. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Yes, it's supposed to work on your neck as well. Breath. Press. Breath. Press. So the idea here, y'all, is to get to where it's like nothing for you to do 10 of these. And then it's like nothing to do 2 sets of 10. But I can tell you, I'm not going, overhead press is different. I'm not doing an overhead press right now. I'm doing an incline press. Okay, so I'm right here and I'm incline pressing. Do you see that? Breath. Take a big breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Couple more. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. Breath. And exhale. So we did probably 2 sets of 6 or 8. Something like that. I'm going to revisit it. I don't want you to get mixed up. This is an incline press move. That's very important to distinguish between an incline press and an overhead press. It's very different. There are some people that I would not give an overhead press to because they don't have the movement. And how do you know that? Here's how you know that. I'm seated, number 1. Now I'm not leaning back. I'm straight up and down. I put my hands right here at my shoulders. If you're someone who cannot do this, and when you go up, do you see that my thumbs come right down, touch my ears? My elbows are very open, and then they touch my shoulders. If you can't do that, we got to work on your shoulder open. We've got to open your shoulders more. So I would have you working on this kind of a thing and the incline press for strength. See, I would have you working on this where it's really, you're turning and you're pulling open. So if you're somebody that when you put your hands up, they're like this, then you shouldn't be doing the overhead press, okay? Especially with weights. You have to get to where you have a full range of motion through your shoulders. And for sure you don't put weight on that. So see how my thumbs are? I can put them right here at my ears. Then I can put it right here at my head. And I can go up from there. You're somebody that will benefit then from an overhead pressing. So I have a type of a shoulder problem that doing push-ups really kick it up. but I need to stay strong in my upper body. So I'm going to really capitalize on incline pressing. I'm going to capitalize on rowing. And if I can, I'm going to do the overhead pressing with very light weight or just my hands. So anybody who cannot do the overhead press without keeping your hands back, you either open your shoulder and do what I just showed you, or you do another set of the incline. Got it? So I'm going to come here. It's right here at my ears. I'm going to go all the way up and hold it right here. And then I'm going to come back down. You see, I'm not going to do it fast and jerky. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to feel how that's feeling. All the way up. Keep my chin tucked. Take a big deep breath and see when I come here, they're right here at my ears. See that? Big breath. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. Right here. Bring it back up. Bring it back down. And see, I'm not going fast. I'm making sure that I have correct form number 1. Then I'm going very slow and I'm holding it at the bottom to let my shoulders, my chest really stretch. Then when I come up, I hold it at the top. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Then you come back down. And you do that until you think, I really can't. You either do 10, take a break, or you do as many as you can, do 1 more and then take a break. Okay? So that's the overhead press. That's very different than the incline press. I want to make sure you understand that. Okay. I hope you've locked these in. I'm going to see where our time is. So this is 6 and this is 6, just so you know. And you can make these harder with more weight, or you can make it not so hard. So if you went through that whole session and you used weight, now we're going to go through the whole moves, and I'm not going to use weight. I'm going to pretend I'm using weight. In fact, for the deadlift, I'm going to use a bar. Typically, deadlifts are with a bar, but you can do it with a free weight. I want to get this stuff in your head. So, back around. Number 1. Start your sit to stands, especially if you haven't warmed up, with a pad. Then you go to no pad, okay? Then you do your sit to stand. And what is this? It is a sit to stand. It is a squat. And so if you didn't do it with a chair, you come down like this. That's a squat. That's all that is, okay? It is a very important move to get to where you can do 2 or 3 sets of 10. And that's the rub. That's where everybody breaks down, because they might do 2 or 3, but they don't do as many as they're supposed to. So right now I'm going to do 10. Now I'm going to step away. You can still do sit down, but I'm going to pretend this is my weights. And again, if you wanted to do more challenge, pick up a weight for the second set. If you don't want the challenge, you just want to get it in your head, step away and just do your squat. So here I am, breath, and I do the same kind of count. I do 2 count up, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it back up, 1, 2. Keep your chin tucked, don't bring your chin up. Here we go, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, until you feel the quadriceps. Yes. And come back up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2. Drop your butt. 3, 4. Now come back up. Squeeze the gluteal or squeeze the quarter. Breath. You don't have to go fast. Stop. Get your breath. Come back down. Hold it. Keep your chin tucked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back up. And then come back down. And then come back up. Squeeze the quarter. Yeah, just do this. We're going back around and we're doing the second set. Here we go. Back down. Stay into your heels, especially if you're not sitting to the chair. Now, if you want to, you can sit on the chair every time. That's perfectly fine. I'm just doing the first in the progression. I stepped away from my chair. That's all. Breath. And then come back up. Squeeze a quarter. Come back down into the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come back up. Squeeze a quarter. Okay, I think we're close to the 10. Okay, squeeze. 2 more. Breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Last one. Here we go. Hold it down there. Hold it down there. Heels, heels, heels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come back up. Squeeze a quarter. Step back and just bend that knee. And then come back up. So what is this? Pretend you're not using your back leg. It is a one-legged squat. That's all this is. See, if I had my foot off the ground, see, it would be a very different kind of a move. See that? So pretend, go ahead and use your toe, but pretend you don't have that foot back there. Go down as far as you can and come up. You will feel that in your hip, your quad. Woo! Okay, so right here, pretend you don't have your foot on the ground and then come back up. Try not to let that knee wonky all over the place. Here we go. Come back up. Breath. Down. Come back up. Again, you can hold weights or not. But this trajectory or this way of moving, pretending that you're not using your leg, is a very different strength move. Breath. Big breath. Come back. Couple more. I'm just trying to get somewhere in the span of 8 to 10 reps here. Using my own body weight. I'm using that towel. Okay, then I'm going to walk back. Walk forward with the other leg. Hang this foot back here. Drop your chin. Here we go. We're going to come down as far as we can. This is my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. So now I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to come down. I'm going to press back. And if you need to use your little pole to hold your balance so that you get the right trajectory, do a little experiment. Put your foot back here and go down into a backward lunge, and then pretend that you're not using your leg. You're going to go down and come back up. It's a very different way to move. See that? Breath, press. Breath, press. Breath, press. Breath, press. Breath, press. Okay, 2 more. Breath, press. 1 more. Breath and press. Okay, now we go right into the deadlift. I'm going to use a bar. You don't have to use anything. You make it harder, then you've got 2 dumbbells that are as heavy weight as you want to. So I can either put it on a platform, but as I approach this, my legs are not bending. They are softened. That's a big difference. So as you come down, your rib cage is up, you're coming down, your back is extended. The minute that you feel that you're rounding here, you have to stop, okay? So this is a very, very, very safe move. if you keep your back in good postural lineup. Okay, breath. So I'm coming down. So here I'm not hip hinging that much. Okay, breath. So I'm going to come down. My knees are soft. I am not rounding my back. And then I come back up and I squeeze, drop my shoulders, drop my chin, exhale, and back up. I do not round my back. My knees are not locked, but I'm not hip hinging specifically. I am hip hinging, but I am keeping my back very extended and I'm going much lower, okay? Breath, keep your chin tucked, pull, and the idea is to get to where you can easily, with adding a little weight, do at least 2 sets of 10. Because you've got to, why do therapists and why do they always use like a 2 set of 10, 3 sets of 10? You have to achieve a certain amount of effort for your muscles and your bones and your joints to get the message that they need to change because you're loading them. That's the reason. Okay? Breath and come back up. Squeeze, big breath. Then we do that little curtsy, okay? And it's with a hip hinge. So here's my weight. You can use a weight, but you're only going to go to here. And now you're really emphasizing the hip hinge. And your back is very extended, your rib cage is up, but you're hip hinging and you're coming back. And if you have a weight, so you don't want to make the mistake to overload too quickly. So that's why I'm doing this with a very light little pole, just simulating like if I had my weights, because I want my back to be strong, okay? So I'm just gonna come here like in a little half curtsy, take a big deep breath, back up. See that? See that? See that? Yeah, it's that range right there. Breath and come back. Breath and come back. Yeah. Then I'm going to do my row. See how I'm rotating? Then I come to neutral and then I pull. I get my elbow as high as it can. My knees are soft. My chin is tucked. But when I come down, I really let that hand go down. Then I come to neutral with my shoulders. Then I pull that elbow back. Okay? So that you end right at your chest. And you come down and you rotate. And then you come to neutral and you pull. See that move? Very good move, especially if you've got a weight hanging off that hand. Breath, rotate, and come up. Couple more. Come to neutral. Pull. One more. Rotate. Pull. Then I'm going to step forward with the other leg. So I'm right here. My hand's here. My knees are soft. Drop my shoulders, drop my chin. Elbow is soft. When I put my hand down, I want to rotate. See how much I'm rotating? Then I come to neutral with my shoulders. Then I pull. Then I come down and I rotate. Yeah. Then I come to neutral with my shoulders and I pull. Soften the knees. Rotate all the way down. Then you come to neutral and you pull. I'm doing every one of these with you. You don't have to go fast. Rotate. Here we go. Neutral and then pull. Big breaths. Here we go all the way down. rotate and pull. And we're going to do a couple more. Really allow yourself to rotate. See, I'm even turning my head and I'm trying to get way down there. This is very, very beneficial in your whole range of mobility work. Here we go. And if you have a weight, one more that you're pulling, you for sure don't want to go fast. Then when you're ready to come up, see how I'm bending my knees? I'm coming up very carefully. Then I can either use this or I can use a pillow. You see how this is even better. You can put a pillow on top of it even, if that would help you. Some of you really struggle with this concept. It is not an overhead press. It is an incline press. So you see I'm like this. My chin is tucked and I'm pressing. And if I have a weight here, this is very beneficial, okay? But I'm resting into the pillow, okay? Take a big deep breath. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Incline press. Right there. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, right there. So when your hands come down, they're right at the chest level. Okay? And when you come back, your elbows are back. Okay? Then I sit up. I'm going to take my bar. You can take your dumbbells or just your hands. And again, I would never have somebody do an overhead press unless I saw how they moved. And if you can't, bring your hands up over your head easily like this, then you don't do the overhead press. You continue to do the incline press. And it will ensure that you will keep strong in your upper body without hurting your shoulder. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to go up. I'm going to really press and come back down. Take a big deep breath. Way up there. Come back down. Take a breath. Way up there. Come back down. Come back up. So I just wanted to run through. Then I finished the 10 out. I'm not sure what our time frame looks like here. Let me look. Somebody may be yelling at me. Yes, they are yelling at me. Some people may have left. Anyway, that's the 7. I've told people for many years, you only need to focus really on about half dozen moves, which I have 7 here, that cover the body to be stronger. This is the pathway. So I'm hoping that you were able to experiment with some of those moves, okay? So we're going to cover some of the other ones on next Wednesday. So come back to this for your homework on Friday. I know you're all going to do it. I know it.